to learn. And I hope you really enjoy the lesson. Learners, now let me pick this cube. I want you to tell me how many of these cubes will be equal to this long. Let us try and see the number of cubes that will be equal to this long. So I'm going to place it on it. Now I've placed one there. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And then 10. So learners, you can see for yourself that 10 of these cubes will be equal to the long. Thank you. Now, we also want to know the number of this long, which will be equal to this flat. Okay, that one too, we are going to try and see the number of longs that will be equal to this flat. I place it on it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So here too, we can also say that 10 longs will be equal to this flat. So learners, here we can say that 10 cubes, 10 of these cubes will be equal to this long, and 10 of this long will be equal to this flat. Now, learners, let's come to our today's lesson. Now, I have my cube here. My long here. And then my flat here. And remember, we said we are modeling number quantities up to 10,000. So here we are modeling numbers here. here now let this cube be equal to 10. Now we want to represent this cube as 10. Or we want to make this cube to be 10. Let's come to this. This is the cube. We want to represent this cube as 10. So learners, if you represent this cube as 10, then what will be this long? The long will be what? If this cube is 10, then this long will be what? We want to try that one and see. So when I place one, this is 10. I want to place another one, 20. $30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. So learners, if you say this cube is equal to 10, then we are supposed to get 100 of this cube before it will be equal to this long. So now the long will be 100. So now the cube is 10. So the long here will be 100. That is what we have done. It's there. Now, we are saying this long is now 100. Then this flat will be what? So we want to also know the number of longs which will be equal to this flat. Since we are saying now this long represents 100. So we are going to place it on it, and then we see. So here we have 100. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and then 1,000. So here If this cube is 10 and this long is 100, then this flat, as we have done, is 1000. Learners, this is what we said. That is why we said we are modeling number quantity. Here we all know that this is 1 cube, but we have represented this 1 cube to be 10. So if this cube is 10, then this one will be 100. And if this long is 100, then this flat will be 1000. So learners, now let us look at the picture I have on the board. Here, this is my flat, and these are my longs, and then my cubes are also here. Learners, I want you to look at the picture here, the flats. How many flats are there? 2. So you can see that the flats are 2. We have 1 here, then I have placed another one on it. Now let us look at it. This is the 1 flat. This is it, 1 flat. And they have placed another one on it. So here we are having 2 of them. So here I can write here there are 2 flats. And remember we said 1 flat represents 1000. So if I'm having these 2 of them, so it's going to be 2 times 1000. And 2 times 1000, 1000 we have, this is 1000. I place another 1000 on it. So it will be what? 2 of them. 2. So it's going to be 2 times 1000, which will be 2000. So here with this flat, you have 2000 there. Now let's come to the longs. How many longs are there? Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here too I can write so we have 4 longs. So 4, and learners remember We said 1 long represents what? 100. So I have to multiply 4 by 100. So let us also look at it. Now this is 100, 200, 300, 400. So if 1 is 100, then 4 of them will be what? 400. So that is it. 4 times 100. So here I'm going to get 400. Now, learners, let us also look at the cubes. How many cubes are there? Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So here we are having 6 cubes. So here too I can write. And remember, we said 1 cube represents what? 10. So let's look at it. If this cube represents 10, then we are saying 6 of them. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So let's count. 60. So it tells us clearly that 6 times 10 is going to be what? 60. So learners, with this one, we can say that this flat, we got what? 2 of them. So here is what? Is what? 2,000. 1 is 1,000. So 2 of them will be 2,000. Plus, how many longs are there? 4. But we said 1 long represents 100. So here too we had 400. Then how many cubes are also there? We said 6 of them. And we said cubes, 1 represents 10. So if they are 6, then it's going to be 60. So plus 60. So with this picture, I can say that it's 2,460. So this is equal to 2,460. So we can write it here. So with this diagram or with this picture, if they ask you to write the number represented, with this one, the number represented is going to be 2,460. That is the number there. Learners, because in drawing the flats, the longs, and then cubes, sometimes it consumes time. So somebody can just draw it like that without marking the lines. But here I have done that for you. So learners, with this one, I can say that based on what we have learned so far, I can say that we represent quantity with numbers. When we want to know the number of items there, we use numbers to help us know the number of items or the number of quantities. So here, learners, I don't want to leave you. I want you to give you homework, and you also try your hands on them. Now, is write the number represented. Write the number represented. So learners, let's come to this. Here we are having how many flats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4 flats there. Now let's look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please let us count it very well. When you are counting, you need to be very careful. You check the pictures. Now with the flats, they use yellow and then blue, light blue. So now let us count it again and see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the flats are 5. Remember that we said one flat represents what? 1,000. And now we are having 5 flats here. Then the longs. How many longs are there? 1, 2. So we also have 2 longs. Then let's come to the cubes. How many cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cubes. So learners, I want you to try your hands on this as your homework. Tomorrow, God permit, we will look at it and see if we really understood. So wherever you are, I want you to show your thumbs up if you really understood what we did today, and thumbs down if you didn't understand. You do like this if you are confused. I can see or feel or hope that you really understood, because you have all shown your thumbs up. Learners, on that note, I end the lesson. Same time tomorrow we meet. Bye.